Well, I'm live. Is anybody watching? Don't appear to. That's what happens when you don't stream for a while. Excuse me. Why, hello, Rank. Welcome to the stream. I've been AFK for a long time. Everybody thought I probably thought I ran away, found me some good-looking blonde, and decided to heck with it. But contrary to what everybody might think, no, I did not. It's just been busy, busy, busy at work, and weather has been crazy. So, when I've had time to stream, I've had lots of thunderstorms, so I haven't been able to stream. I did post a little short the other day showing a thunderstorm. So, anyway, how are you, Rank? Hopefully you're good. We'll just kind of sit here for a minute or two and see if anybody shows up, and we'll kind of go from there. Not sure what all we're going to do tonight, other than maybe just do some visiting and some farting around and getting caught up with everybody. Everybody know I'm still around. I got a bunch of videos I need to get uploaded and edited, and that editing thing, oh boy, I still ain't figured that all out. But I do have videos. I just got to get them uploaded. But I do have videos. I just so what the heck kind of message is that? Of course, as soon as I start live streaming, I get messages. Some women. Well, I'm glad to hear you've been good. Sounds like you've been busy doing some stuff. So you've been mowing grass and chopping it for silage. Oh, okay. Uh, so just need an extra, or you guys short on weather-wise making things shorter, or what? Almost out of feed. Well, I know other than here that there's a lot of places that are pretty dry. I know like eastern Nebraska, I got a really good friend of mine, best friend lives in eastern Nebraska, and he said they got pivot corners that are already burning up. So we've actually got more rain than they have, and that's not normal. As of last Friday, no, oh, let's see here, last Thursday, right? Was that the first of the month? Or was it Friday? Or it's Wednesday? Oh, Saturday was the first of the month. So through Friday, no, Wednesday was the last of the month through Thursday. Okay, so last Thursday. uh, Never mind me. Um, anyway, uh, one of my friends that lives in the county south of us, it's through the month of May, they had 11 inches of rain. And I know here at the house, we've probably had 8.5. And at the farm, we've probably had about, 9.5. So it's been, and we average. I talked to the boss the other did here a while back when I was talking about that on one of my live streams, and I wasn't 100% sure. I thought it was 10 to 12 inches, but he said it was 12 to 14 inches is what we average. Either way, when you average 12 to 14 inches of moisture a year, whether it rains, snow, whatever, and you get basically 10 inches in 1 month, that's that's quite a bit of your average right away. I'm hoping that we keep getting some more rains after it decides to quit raining. I mean, it rained Friday off and on Saturday, so I spent the day with my daughter. I should have probably live streamed Saturday night. I was going to, then I got thinking, I'm going to take the time off that I have had, and because 2 weeks before that, I worked all weekend long, didn't get to spend any time with my daughter that weekend. So I spent some time with my daughter. And last night, I thought about streaming last night too, and it was nice, and we didn't have any rain, so I spent most of the day outside doing yard work, getting caught up on mowing the yard, finished planting my garden that I was planting, so, and today I worked on the bean planter, trying to get it ready to go so we can get some beans in the ground. We wish the thing was going now, because we've got a little window of about 3 days, and I think Thursday night it's supposed to start raining again for about 4 days. We got hay equipment out, got the swather ready to go, but we don't want to put any alfalfa on the ground just yet if it's going to get rained on. We can't get it put up. I think it's going to get dried out about the time it's going to get rained on. So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't when it comes to the weather this year. But I tell you what, everything looks good around here. It's the greenest I've seen this into the Nebraska in a long, long time. I remember having some pretty wet springs as a kid growing up when I was living in the Sandhills, but it's just I have not seen it this wet here. It's just crazy. The cutoff date for our um, insurance date for corn is the 25th of May. And I finished planting my boss's son's corn the 25th at 8 o'clock that night. And I'd had a pretty busy week before that because, like I said, I worked my last live stream that Wednesday, the 17th. I put a 15-hour a day in that day. We had a little window. We changed where we were planting because the ground I moved to was as heavy and didn't get as much rain. So I got 75 acres planted that day, and lo and behold, go back over to where I had been planting and made one pass. One pass. Hey, Keith, welcome to the stream, buddy. And made one pass. Didn't even make a round. Made one pass. Got to the field, unfolded the planter, locked my pins locked up, and here comes this rain cloud. And by the time I'd made that one pass and got about 100 feet from the end, it just downpoured on me. So there I sat on Thursday with 2.5 acres planted, and it rained everywhere. So, and from that point on, it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained. We had from that Thursday, or actually Wednesday, because I had that one day, I got that planted, and then from back into when I got to go planting again, so that would have been on a Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, it let up just a little bit, and we thought we were going to get back in the field that next Wednesday, and then it rained. Anyway, it it was something else. Anyhow. And then last week it rained quite a bit too. So anyway, that's where I've been. When I've been able to go. I've been just busy. I was thankful I got my one real life farming live stream in there, farting around with it on the phone. Took a couple tries to get it get the live stream the way I wanted it, but at least I got a little bit of a live stream. And I went to the doctor today, and it sounds like yow, rank. That doesn't sound very good. And and the weird thing about our rains is, except for we've had a couple little thunder showers, but most of them, they've kind of started out as thunder showers, and then they've just set in and rained nice, steady, slow, nice, good rain for a couple hours after. Just and then just, I mean, we've good ground stokers. I mean, to the point of now, if we get a quarter of an inch, we almost got water standing in our fields just because the ground's so saturated, it's got nowhere to go. I mean, so. And I hate to complain about rain, but it needs to let up for just a little bit so we can get the beans in the ground. And we're not behind schedule on the beans just yet, but it won't take long. Everybody I seen today, this morning, no one was really doing anything. And then on the way home this afternoon or tonight, everybody was going big guns, just going like crazy, getting field work done in front of the planters. And a few planters were going, and I'm sure they're planting beans just like we need to be doing. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get in the field and do that. Hopefully the wind won't be blowing, and I can maybe get us a little bit of some more content recorded. I do have other content. I just got to get it uploaded, and it's just been crazy. Just been crazy. So anyway, I got three guys in here. Looks like we got Rank and Keith, and I'm not 100% sure where else. So hope everybody's doing great. Welcome to the stream. Just kind of sitting here BSing and looking at my ugly mug here, and my beautiful green 7520 that's sitting there. Well, hopefully everything heals up for you, Keith. And you don't have to have surgery. Collarbone surgery, it isn't that bad anymore. They usually do a pretty good job, but it's still you can't wipe your butt for a couple of days. Well, I guess it depends on what side, but still, it kind of makes you not able to do quite a bit when you have to mess with your collarbones. So, stupid neck brace. I said that my girlfriend told me I needed to listen to the doctor. Yeah, you probably better listen to the doctor there, Rank. Especially if it has anything to do with your neck. All right, so we ought to do something other than just stand around looking like a dork here. We'll get out of third person, and what are we gonna do? I do believe I still have. We got lime spread on this field the other day. I think I still got some lime I need to spread, and I need to do. Come on. No, I don't want that. I want this. Let's see what we got for fields and lime. And so 34 has been spread, 47's been spread and combine harvested. 28's been harvested but needs to be spread. 29 looks like everything I got needs to be spread. 20 has been plowed. 28's been harvested. 47's been harvested. 35, 30, 14, and 15 have not been harvested. So I do believe we probably ought to get some lime spread on those. Now, where in the heck is... There my bad boy lime spreader is. And of course, there's one fly. Now you think it gotta fart around and mess around while I'm farting around here. So, let's get some lime spreading going on here. How's the sound, everybody? You can hear me? Game sounding okay? Don't need to do any adjusting. If I do, let me know. Been a while since I haven't changed any of my settings, but you know how that is. You know how you can not change anything. You come back to it, next thing you know, it's all messed up. All right, thanks, Frank. Thanks, good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I ain't got too many major things going on here. All right, let's see. I can remember how to do course play. Been so long. I mean, I've been so busy. I just haven't even played. I mean, like I said, this weekend I actually had a 2-day weekend because it rained Saturday, and I just vegged. I was so tired and needed. I just slept in, got up, made breakfast for my daughter and and then I laid on the couch and was kind of watching some INSP, Gunsmoke, and Rawhide and Wagon Train or something along those lines, and I dozed off and on all dang day long. Next thing you know, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I got ready, got supper ready, and then ate some supper, and I thought, yeah, I might stream tonight. And then, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna watch this movie with my daughter. And well, ended up watching most of that movie through the back of my eyelids. So I guess maybe I was a lot tireder than I thought I was. And so I caught up on some sleep, I guess. Let's see, one headland, which is about to do the whole thing. Counterclockwise, 5%. Up, down. Okay, generate fuel. Of course, here we go. All right. Close. Well, maybe I still remember how to do this. Well, it's good to see. Still got a couple guys that are got my notifications that are working. I know. I think Jake is streaming tonight. I seen he was, and I think 4B streaming. And I haven't been able to catch many people's streams either, because again, if I can't stream, I've been just AFK, gone, out of this, just AFK. I did catch a little bit of Dirt Farmer's stream the other day when he was working on that pivot and got surprised by that rattlesnake. One of them things about make you jump right out of your skin. I can't not stand snakes, and especially rattlesnakes. They end up dead if I'm around. And I know some people go, "Oh, you shouldn't kill that." Well, when it's a rattlesnake, it's dead. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not even gonna debate that with you. It's just dead. I hate snakes in the first place, but rattlesnakes are dead. Bull snakes, depends on how bad they scare the hell out of me if I kill it. But most of the time I don't, because they are good for mice. Bull snakes are. Alrighty, so we got that bad boy over here. And what? Oh, my 185. Nope. I don't think I'm going to do any hay yet. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to go down to my settings. No, I don't. Wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. See, I ain't played for a while. Need to go into my dev control here. Let's turn on my running. There we go. Back. There we go. And you should see my downloaded mod list. Man, I've been keeping up on the mods as far as they've been coming out. Oh boy, do I got a whole bunch in my download thing. Do I need to go through? No, I still haven't haven't made it through the updated version of my Kenworth, like I've been talking about doing. I haven't gotten up to. I just, the only thing I did is I changed the Jake brake on this truck. I like the new Jake brake. Sound way better than my old one. And it's just snazzy. Is he? I was gonna watch some of Duffy the other day, and I didn't. I haven't watched hardly any YouTube. I know that's bad. Here I am trying to make a go of YouTube and making a channel of my own, and I really need to do some watching, especially 4B and Bonehead, and I need to get caught up on Hoonigan and some of them guys, because them guys that are kind of and have been helping support me and help get my channel going. I just real life just gets in the way. Just gets in the way. And I still ain't figured out what the hell is the deal with this stupid thing. Why it does that weird inching back thing. I don't know if it's a... It has something to do with that head, maybe? See, now it's holding still. Now it ain't moving. I wonder if that goofball head's got some goofy thing with it that's making things inch. Anyway. Alright. So the truck's over there. Now what am I going to do? Now what am I going to do? I got so much going on. I ain't even remember what the hell all I got going on. 4 people. Hey, welcome to the stream. Whomever all's in here, Rank and Keith. I know they're in here. I don't know who the other 2 people are that snuck in, but welcome. Yes, I'm alive. Alive and well. Believe it or not. Just been as one as my granddad had passed on down to me. I've been busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. That's what it is. And when I ain't been that busy, the weather has not allowed me to stream or do much of what I wanted to do. Excuse me. And I know that's not necessarily a very good excuse, because I do have content I need to really... What I should have been doing is figuring out the whole stupid editing thing. Oh, if anybody can't tell at this point, me and the editing thing is kind of hit this stubbornness wall thing, and it's winning. But like I said, I did do some editing here once. It made me madder than heck because I tried out a free thing. Hey, John, welcome to the stream, buddy. And tried it, got it all done. Put 3 episodes together. Was all happy with how it looked. Went to upload it, and being it was a free thing I downloaded to try to use, it says, well, you either have to pay this amount of money for our program, or you have to put our watermark on your edited video. I'm like, oh, well, no big deal. Put a watermark on it. Except for their frickin' watermark was right in the middle of the screen. Great big bold thing right throughout the whole middle. I just like, are you kidding me? I just spent frickin' 2 hours farting around with that to do this? Oh, that's mad. Which I think I've already mentioned once. So with that little disdainable thing, it's highly discouragingly made me mad. So let's just put it this way. The editing thing and me, since that little incident. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to come pick them stupid bales up. And I think my that reversal's sitting over there. Maybe he needs to finish doing some field work. Whoa! Hey! Well, all those times I swear that I used to give Kadirk bad time about driving, I know why he ran into things now. Because he's watching his chat instead of watching where he's driving. And guess what? Karma's biting me in the butt because I get to do it now. Oh. No, what else got that I need to know? Why did I cut all that down? I guess I felt like I needed to. See? I don't even remember what the hell all I was doing last time I was on this stupid thing. Do do do. Do do do. Well, we'll get our lime here all filled back up and going again. And we'll go over and see what that versatile is going to be doing, if he's supposed to be doing some field work. And I might rake. I'm not 100% sure I want to do that. Not 100% sure I want to do that. We might save that for Wednesday night. Oh, of course. Got a train going through town. That here in about 15 minutes, I'll have that stupid town mosquito sprayer. Go roaring by the damn house, too. That's about annoying. Alrighty. Alright. Okay, buddy. I'll put you out here, like so. Bring this up, go to last waypoint, and do your thing. So I go traipsing through the sunflowers. Doo -doo -doo. For that matter, I seen Chad had a video out the other day, but I don't think he's done a whole lot of live streaming either. I didn't see a live stream notification Sunday. I know Dirt Farmers, he did one, and I missed it, of course, because I always miss Sunday mornings with him when I have my daughter, because I'm always making breakfast. Alright. Let me get all the corners done here. I think so. So, how are the fires going up there, Keith? Well, I tell you what, there for a while, we had a couple weeks there where, oh man, I'll tell you, it was so smoky. The visibility down here, because the smoke had, of course, rolled down here from your guys' fires up there. That there was a couple days the visibility was, I ain't gonna kid you, it was what, half mile. It was bad. Matter of fact, that one day, visibility was so bad you couldn't see the rain clouds, and it started raining. Oh, it was the weirdest, stupid. Yeah, it was eerie and weird. And then usually when you have smoke in the air and you get a rain like that, it usually kind of clears the air up. Dude, even after the rain, it was still smoky. Oh, it was weird. They're still burning up. One down. Ah, man, it just seems kind of odd that Canada's on fire. You think Canada's? Well, I hope you guys get some rain. And rain, not dry lightning crap. What was I gonna do? I needed to make a decision on how I want to handle these stupid bales. Oh, I know how I want to handle them. What did I do with my bale picker upper trailer? Because I used it once. There it is. Alrighty. Jeez, man. It's been so long since I've played this stupid game. Well, I guess. Go pick up them pick up them straw bales quick here. Oh, I like that Jake brake. So much nicer. Yes, it will get put on the third version also. You have a good one, John. Thanks for dropping in for a little bit. I appreciate your support, buddy, and have a good rest there. Good place for a deal of fertilizer. So how you been, Keith? What have you been up to up there? You been... And no, before you ask, I have not, unfortunately. I've not got to look at that Ford Genesis mod. I feel pretty bad about that, honestly. You give me that for and worked on it for me, and I was gonna look at it, and I just I'm sorry, buddy. I will get. Like I said, man, my download. I've got all the I've been keeping up on downloading because I come home and while I'm eating supper, I'll get on the inner computer and check my email and see what's all been released for mods, and I'll download updates and new mods and stuff, and then my download list for my mods are just, oh, it's horrendous. I got to sort through it, something terrible. So I haven't done any of my editing, the stuff that I normally do either. So, but I promise you, I will look at that. We'll play with that mod and see if you've helped it. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. Healing, huh? So, I must have missed something. Last I talked to you, did you hurt yourself or have some planned surgery that I missed somewhere along the lines? You gotta love it when there's one. Come on, you dumb thing. It's the one thing I do not like about this stupid autoloading thing. Is how it does that. So what you healing up from, Keith? Like I said, I've missed out on everybody's life there, so hopefully you're healing okay. There we go. You get the hell out of there. Over 21 breaks and fractures in a collarbone. Holy crap, Keith, what'd you do? Were you in a car accident or something? What happened? And if it was one of them you thought you were 9 foot tall and bulletproof, oh, four-wheeler accident. Them sucking things, I'll tell you what, yeah, they'll nail you if you ain't careful. They will, and they don't give you change back. I've known quite a few people that have gotten pretty buggled up or bungered up from four-wheeler accidents. Wow, punctured a lung too. Oh, man, buddy. Well, I'm glad you're still amongst us. Be careful with them things. I hope everything, hope you get all healed up okay. Now I know why you were talking about your collarbone thing. I thought maybe you had some issues with your collarbone and had to have surgery. It sounds to me like that's almost the least of your kind of worries there. How long ago did this happen? Youch! Jeez! Man! Oh, I'll go on this side. Oh, so not too terrible long ago. A couple weeks ago. Well, hope you're getting along okay. Wow, man. Sorry I didn't catch that and hadn't been around. Condolences, buddy. You get the feel. You do what you got to do to get healed up there. Now I'll tell you what. That's. Oh, I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want that. All good. Yeah. I'll bet it wasn't all good on the 21st when that happened. I'll bet you were hurting unit. For that matter, I'll bet you're still probably pretty frickin' sore. I'm glad you're doing all right. Wow. Jeez. See what happens when I fall out of the loop there? Oh, man. You gotta be careful, man. Jeez. Were you just out riding to enjoy, or were you doing some kind of work, or? And hit a pothole just wrong or something? Why, there you are, Mr. Plowboy. How are you? See, I am still alive. You surprised? My moderators must not have thought I was. Yes, I see he's been working on those, the rank. I haven't decided whether I'm going to like them things or not. I I don't mind the Superliner Mac as far as that goes, but I don't them other Macs I can't stand. I think they're ugly. They're not what the old Mac used to be, in my opinion. Went into a fishtail and caught a rock with a tire and flipped. Oh, yeah, I did that with mine, and it was my own fault. I was making it do a fishtail in the snow, and I hit a dry spot, and it rolled it. But thankfully, I went one way, and the four-wheeler went the other way. It didn't roll across me or on top of me or throw me. Although my stepdaughter at the time didn't think it was such a cute thing. I got up laughing, but I got lucky. I was doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. I get to playing around with them in the snow because it's easy to make them skid. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that happens. Like I said, I've done it before. I was on the luckier end of it. One of those days, huh, Plowboy? Well, I had one of them Mondays that I was just busy. Matter of fact, I even stayed late, and everybody else went home about a little after 5. I stayed till 6, and then clocked out. And one of the guys drug the with the box scraper, drug the driveway in the parking lot, and he's an idiot. We were at our rant. I mean, I don't know if anybody's noticed or paid much attention to the farm and where the shop and stuff is from my real life videos. Um, how it's kind of on a hill, so it washes down the hill. Well, these nimrods, when they drag the drive, instead of going to the bottom of the hill where everything's been washed to from the top of the hill, and then dragging back up from the bottom, and then of course, you box scraper, you lift it up just a little bit after you fill it so you can feather it out, and then if you go across, your washout, you drive over the top of it, so you're going across it with it, going across it with it. Does that make sense? No, probably don't. Anyway, so the middle of the box scraper is where the trench is that's been washed out. It slowly fills it in until your box scraper's out of material, right? Well, these knotheads, they just go around and around and around and around and around and around, whatever. And half the time they take stuff that's at the top of the hill and take it back down to the bottom of the hill. And it's like, yeah, stupid idiots. The reason why you're dragging is because we've had a lot of rain and it's washed everything to the bottom of the hill. Get your dumb butts down to the bottom of the hill and drag it back up the hill, filling the washouts, right? Any common idiot should know this. Oh no, them knotheads. So even though he made it better, I went around and did it right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go into work early tomorrow and do some more. I don't know why. And I've told him, the boss has told him, but you think, no. Anyway. And like today was a good day to do it because a lot of the material is still wet, so you can pack it in there. Yeah, that's exactly right, Plowboy. But I didn't have that option because I was working on the damn trying to get the bean planter, new to us bean planter. Oh, it's a joke. I don't know why he bought the damn thing, but anyway, getting it ready to go. So and it needed to be done, and well, anyway, it's one of them deals. But I totally agree. That's why I decided, I'll even do it on my own damn time. So I clocked out and went and farted around for about another half an hour, and then I got my butt home and grabbed a bite to eat and got on here and let everybody know I'm still alive. But my moderators, I see none of my moderators are on here. They must have wrote me off. And I don't even have a damn obituary. Come on. Prompt, you stupid thing. There we go. For some reason, that second compartment is a real booger. Oh, phooey. Well, I got 6 people in here watching. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Whomever is just lurking. Always got to have a lurker or two. And then, of course, Athena told me how to do it the other day, where I can turn a deal on my chat that shows everybody in chat, even the people that aren't talking. And do you think I can frickin' remember how to do that? Nope, I can't. Anyhow, whomever's in here hasn't said hello. Hello, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing fine. This wonderful Monday evening, or night, whatever you want to say. For a Monday, it wasn't half a bad day. For us, it was great because we actually didn't get no rain. Yes, I know, I should not complain about rain, but as much rain as we've had. Okay, no problem, Keith. Yeah, but you talk when you can, Keith. You know, every now and then you get these guys come in here. I don't know why they're scared to talk. Since you're in a bad mood. Well, Plowboy, being you missed the first part of the stream, so I could have ruined your night a lot earlier. As I had mentioned, Thursday was the first of the month, and the good friend of mine, her mom, high school classmate mother, lives where I graduated, and they live south of us. They've gotten a little bit more rain than we have. She posted that for the month of May, they had 11 inches of rain. Here at the house here, I think I've had about 9 inches of rain, and at the farm, we've had about 10 inches of rain as of the first of the month. Now, we've had another inch since then, inch 30 at the farm, and I haven't had near that. I've only had about, I've had maybe a 6/10 here. Um, Friday night, Saturday. So, we're looking at about 10.5 inches probably. And it's crazy because, as I was saying earlier, we only average 12 to 14 inches of rain a year, or moisture, or whatever you want to call it. And to get more than 3/4 of it in 1 month is just crazy. It's greener than I've ever seen it here that I can remember. I remember having some pretty wet springs and fairly green, but this year, I mean, it's just you would not believe how green it is. I mean, it's just crazy, crazy. You've had 3/10 in the last 5 weeks. Yikes! That is not very good. That's like that's what we normally have. Like eastern Nebraska, I've heard. I got to get really good. My best friend lives in eastern Nebraska, around Lincoln and Seward, and he said they got pivot corners down there because they never hardly they don't irrigate their pivot corners down there because they don't have to. I mean, they have irrigation pivots and stuff like that, but they don't have to with corners like we do. Um, so he said they got pivot corners burning up. Come on, you stupid thing. Prompt. There you go. Thank you. Even though you're not on the right one. There we go. Got her going now. But yeah, that's again. I just you guys normally this is your wetter time of the year too, isn't it, Plowboy? I mean, traditionally May and June is the months we get the majority of our rain, but not this much of our rain. What I hope is now that we got Brome and Triticale, well not Triticale, but Timothy grass out there that's 4 foot tall, some of it 3.5 foot tall, and then of course we got cheat grass, which is downy brome. I just hope that the spigot doesn't get shut off come July and August, and we have this 4 foot of brown stuff out there come August. It's really good kindling for lightning. Then you get those dry storms that go through and do nothing but drop lightning on you. That's what I'm hoping doesn't happen. Because it sure as hell can. I've seen it before when it wasn't quite this wet and done that. Not really June, but not this bad. Okay. Just glad I missed the hailstorms that went through Saturday. Golf ball. Yeah. We've had a little bit of hail. Most all that we've gotten so far has been just pea size and real brief. Because we're getting June. June is our bad time of the year for bad hailstorms. It's usually June. Because it's when you have those days when it's 70, a thunderstorm shows up that's when it's 70, 75 degrees that you have really bad hail here. July, you have warmer days. Usually if you have an 80 to 95 degree day and have a thunderstorm show up, usually you don't have that bad of hail. I mean, you can. Normally it's when you have those cooler days when you have hail, really bad hailstorms. And we've had hail around here it's just our hailstorms. That's usually what gets us nailed. It's usually what nails us around here for having a bad weather year is hailstorms. So dummy. There we go. I was wondering why the hell you were spreading when you'd already done the headland. Alright. So let's go. No. There. I just as well get something done here. Actually, let's... What I really ought to do is spread lime and then work the lime in. Yes, that's what I should do. Am I going to do that? No. We're just going to get him going so we get some fall tillage done. Hey, can you believe it? I haven't had a rant yet tonight. Might be coming, though. Never know. You never know about me. You'd think being not having a live stream or doing anything for the last, 3 weeks now? Has it really been 3 weeks? 17th was the last time I had a live stream. Yes. Yikes. Ugh. That does not help the channel grow. When you do that. And I was doing really good. I got up to 116 subs and well, that's just how life is. That's just how life is. Okay. And I shouldn't have unfolded you because you're gonna fold up anyway, so you can go over and start on your spot. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure. Plowboy. Yeah. So it just kind of depends here. I just know that here, most of the time, like I said, and that's not always. We've had some bad hailstorms in July too. Most of the time, our really bad ones are in June, just because the weather's cooler. Because a lot of ours come from the west, or lately, all of them have been coming out of the southwest, going northeast, which has been really surprising because we have the Wildcat Hills to the south of us, which is a range of bluffs, basically. And usually storms don't make it across those, because it's kind of a barrier. They come up to them and then they go across them and then they fizzle out and they jump over us and then they, about 50 miles over the on north of us, then they kind of reappear, regather their strength. And but this year, it's just been boiling right over the top of those Wildcat Hills and just dumping water all the way across them. It's just been crazy. But a lot of the times, a lot of our storms come out of the west and kind of go to the southeast, southeast, following down the valley here along the North Platte. And this year, we've only had a couple storms come out of the west, and we have our upslopes and that's part of the reason why it's windy here, because we're close enough to the Rockies that the upslope winds catch us. So we can get some fairly chilly wind. So yes, once in a while, we can get a bad hailstorm in July. Then usually when we get those are the ones that produce the stupid. And I don't mean golf ball size. We've had some that are softball sized and bigger. Yeah, when you start seeing softball-sized hail falling out of the sky, boy, I'll tell you what. That shit does some damage, and it's not damage to crops per se, because it's you get more damage from crops around here when, like you had there, the golf ball size stuff, marble golf ball size stuff that gets the wind behind it. That's when you get a lot of damage to crops because it's closer together, so it just mows it off. Where uh, when you get baseball and softball sized hail, it isn't as damaging to crops because it's farther between each hailstone. If that makes any sense to you? I mean, it's not good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't like hail, period, but it's not as damaging to crops because it's not a blanket, if that makes sense. But to houses and vehicles, holy Toledo. That'll bust out windows, and it's that stuff's not very forgiving to that kind of stuff. Actually, because I'm this close, let's go over here and feel up at the wheel. Anyway, that's kind of how our weather pattern is. May and June are our wetter months normally, but not quite as wet as what this one's been. Um, and then July is when we get some severe thunderstorms. That's when we have to worry about the few tornadoes we get around here. Is usually July, and we do get some. Holy Toledo! If it isn't Hoonigan, how is Hoonigan doing? Ain't seen you in ages. Here, and I didn't think I was going to have a moderator, and by God, he proved me wrong. yeah, yeah, I'm still alive. I am here. Yes, you are correct. It is real. It is real, Hoonigan. I've just been busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, and when I ain't been busy, the weather's been bad enough I haven't been able to stream. Between, well, if you follow me that well, you know, like the other day, my woohoo, yeah, well, how about that for a little skitter sideways thing going on? Anyway, I put that short up the other night because I was going to stream last Wednesday. And I threw that short up because of the nice lightning talking to. So it just has not worked out in my favor for being able to do much as far as that goes. And yes, I do have some content. I just got to get it. I just need to get it uploaded. And the hell with the frickin' Um, editing. Oh, bullshit. I don't own 13. Why in the hell are you close? So, why did they do that? Make 2 damn fields up here, then don't have a dividing line on it. Just stupid dipshits. Ah, well, guess what? Landscape mode. Ooh, oh! My knee is killing me tonight. Too much up down. Trio! Welcome, buddy. I ain't seen you in a hoon's age. Coon's age. However you want to say it. I ain't seen anybody at Coon's age. Last live stream I did was from the tractor planting corn that night when I worked 15 hours. Why in the hell? Did they change this? When in the hell they changed that to construction? Oh, some stupid idiots. Painting. Grass. So what do we want here? Just we'll put it on the neighbor's side, right? Oh, just joking. I need to make this bigger. B. There. That'll fix it. Now it won't get all confunctified. There. Now Courseplay will probably do a little better job there. Well, thanks for dropping in there, Plowboy. Hopefully you can get some rain. You have yourself a good evening, buddy. All right. There we go. Now it's not going to get confunctified. Anyway. Yeah, I got to get in the swing of things again. I about forgot how to do all this. And can you believe it? I haven't had a rant yet. But the stream isn't over. So they don't mean it won't be one coming. Oh, about a lime. No. Oh, how much much lime do we want here? 55,000, 10,000, 50,000, or 100,000. Got all the corn done, Hoonigan. Working on. I wish the bean planter would have been done, so I could have started planting beans today. It finally dried enough from the last go around of rain that I could have started planting today, but the bean planter's not ready. He bought a new to us split row 15-inch planter, so we're gonna try planting our edible beans in 15-inch rows. And he bought some old hunk of junk that he only paid $20,000 for it, and it's been well used. It's a 1780 John Deere front fold split row planter. One of the first split row planters John Deere ever made, I think. It's got exact emerge plus units on it, chain drive. Oh, it's backwards. We're going backwards from what we got for a planter in the first place, but I guess it's a way to, if you're not sure, you know, why the hell is it square feet? You stupid thing. That's right. He's changed this. Hasn't he? That's what I want. That's what I want. There we go. And, so it's... No! I didn't want seeds. God damn it. Not... Well, I guess. Anyway. It's got 3 bushel boxes on it. But, I mean, I can see his point. You don't go spend a lot of money on a planter if you're not sure that 15-inch row spacing is what you're going to want to do, but... So that's what I was doing been working on the last 3 or 4 days, trying to get that thing ready to go. No, we won't have to switch over the corn planter. But the biggest reason is we 4 or 5 years ago, well, longer than that, I want to say, when they started doing direct cut beans, edible beans, we were using a drill, and we were drilling the beans, so we were at 7.5, 8-inch spacing, and it worked okay. Part of the problem he has is he doesn't do the greatest prep of the ground. He likes to do minimum tillage, which there's nothing wrong with minimum tillage, but with the drill, you can't have big corn stalks. And he needed to be doing a little better job prepping the ground in front of the drill. Well, then he wasn't doing that, and he's blaming the drill for the problem, when it's not the drill's fault, it's the ground, the prep. And so then he got mad about the drill thing, and so we started going back to planting it with 30-inch rows on our regular planter, which is fine, except for when you're doing direct cutting and you have big spaces in between, and we should roll, and he won't roll the ground like he should. And it was just not the greatest situation. And me and the boss's son have been trying to talk him into a 15-inch row planter for quite some time. And 2 years ago, he could have bought a Great Plains that didn't have hardly any acres on it. Really nice. And I'm not a huge Great Plains fan as far as their planters. And part of that's just because I'm not familiar with them. But it was still in really good shape. Could have got it bought for 44,000, something like that, and he didn't buy it. He didn't even bid on it. Asked our opinion on it. We went and looked at it on a big iron and said, yeah, that goes for good price. Bid on that. That's in really good shape. Well, so the last 2 years we've been still planting 30-inch row beans, and we finally got him convinced to go to try a 15-inch row planter. So then you don't have as much, space between your rows, and it's a little smoother, especially if he's not going to roll them like he really should be. And so he went and bought really not what he should have bought, but I guess if you're not sure how things are going to work, you don't go spend $200,000 on something that's not going to work. So if it's going to work out okay, then I suppose we can get a better split row planter later. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. It's got a lot of work I got to get done to it so we can start planting. We had him. He did bid on a 1790 split row, and we really wanted him to get that because, like we told him, if you get in a bind with a 1790, which this one you could too, but the 1790, lift up your split rows and plant corn with it. And it's, it has similar units to what we have on our 1720, and we did get a 1725 bought. We just didn't get in time to use it this year. Got to get all of our fertilizer stuff switched over to it. And anyway, that's what we wanted him to buy, and he did bid on it, even though he'd already bought this other one, and it went for $105,000. And he bid on it up to 75, which I'm surprised he went that high on it. But anyway, we'll see how this works, and if it works okay, at least we know we like the 15-inch thing, and then maybe we can get a better planter next year. Hopefully. And what the hell's left course stopped? What course play's done that? Why? Oh, plausible reason for you to be stupid. And course play still has not failed me. Always screws up somewhere. So it was probably supposed to be right here. Why didn't you make that corner, you dipshit? Ugh. Anyway, so how you been, Hoonigan? I did watch your short the other day of the 5488 plowing, but as far as your regular content, I'm way behind. I haven't watched anybody's content. I know that is sad to say. The most I have watched is I did catch Dirt Farmer's live stream here a week and a half ago when he was doing the pivots and that, and the rattlesnake scared the bejesus out of him. That's the last thing. I did catch a little bit of a short of his the other day, and yours short the other day, the 5488 plowing. Otherwise, I'm far. I've got to get caught up, get busy. Got to get some content uploaded, and Ain't gonna make my channel grow by not getting stuff uploaded. So I was doing really good up until then. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, how did I miss that? Started a John Deere farm on Western Wilds using 8Rs and X9. What are you? Did you fall and hit your head? Wow. I cannot believe it. Hoonigan. Yeah, I did see your post about taking a week off from making content. I did see that. Oh, rank it. In some senses, be glad that you're not smart enough, because about the time you think you start figuring crap out, then you want to learn more, and it just, then you get these mods, you go, oh, I can do that, and then next thing you know, some days you might be better off by not, to be honest. Just like me, I got all these mods downloaded that I insist on doing my little edits to for my play style and try to make them so they're a little more realistic as far as how they turn, if they're articulated, and friction, all that kind of yada to do stuff. So now I got all these damn mods instead of just throwing them in a folder and playing with them. They're sitting in my downloads waiting for me to see if they're worth a crap. So there's that. Oh, do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare? Start the old sound guard up here. I really wish they'd give these a little... I really love these mods. These are nice mods, but they need a better sound. And I have not been able to find a good sound guard startup mod to rob from. And means they are different in 19 from 19 and well, it depends on the mod, but the bins are different. You can't. It's harder to swap sounds from one mod to another. It's got to be. It's anyway. Wish I could find one that I can get for a better startup for the sound guards. Doesn't have that John Deere lope that they normally have. God damn it! That's twice I've run into something watching. Looking at my chat. Ah! I'm gonna have to get me a crash counter. And if you watch this, Kirk, you can laugh and you can give me a hard time. I deserve every bit of it. I haven't decided whether I'm all that crazy about BC Bueller's trucks that he's working on. I nothing against him, nothing against the trucks. I don't know how I feel about him for sure. For one, I'm not that big of a fan of the white truck. I never have cared for the. When it was white, it was okay, but the version he's working on is a white Volvo version. I'm not that big of a fan of that truck. The Mac, the Superliner's all right, but the other ones I could care less about. I think they're going to be nice trucks for what they are. Nothing against BC Bueller and his abilities or anything like that. It's just, I just don't care for that style of truck. It's probably going to be a phenomenal mod because BC Bueller does awesome jobs with his mods. A little surprised he's kind of went that route considering everything else he's worked on lately. He hasn't really correlate to that type of mod. You know, working on the direct swathing stuff and the swathers and all that he was working on with yeah, I can't even think who the hell he was working on all that with. Scroft or whatever. Ah, that ain't right. Anyway. You know, I said I was going to not do this tonight. I was going to do something else, but what the hell. I guess we get all kinds of stuff going on in this stream tonight, huh? And with that said, where you at? You know, one of these days, I'm going to get smart and start tabbing. Well, yeah, I like the boxes. It's not the boxes rank, and you know, and I'm not doing a rant or anything here. I think they're going to be nice for what they are, and a lot of people will use them. I'm just not excited about the truck. That's just because I don't care for the truck. It's not the mod. It's not the work that BC Bueller does. So, I mean, I'm not trying to badmouth his work at all. That's not what I'm getting at. I just personally don't care for those trucks. That's so has nothing to do with the mod and the work he's doing. I think that they're going to be great AR beds or whatever. It'd be nice if you could use them on other trucks. So, you're over mowing. I bet you are, Hoonigan. You excuse me. There's one thing I can say on your survival thing, or 0 to 100 million. You've definitely gotten a lot of practice at mowing and baling, which unfortunately, to start out, that's probably one of the easiest and best ways to start out, because it doesn't cost you anything. Sure wish the hell I wouldn't have got that stupid seat in there. So when it comes to that, it's the cheapest way to get started out when you're doing those kind of cane throughs, which I'd still rather mow than to walk around with a damn chainsaw and a pickup selling logs. I guess we'll take the long way now that I looked down at my chat and totally blew my frickin' turn. It's alright. I wanted to hear the Jake break some more. Jake and Tack. Oh, hey! Well, tell them hi. I tell them I will get back into their streams. Appreciate their saying hello. And hello back to them. Yeah, I know a lot of people do both there, Hoonigan, but man, I absolutely cannot stand logging. I just have a huge disdain for that part of this game. So that's part of the reason why you will probably not watch me ever do one of them rags to riches type of series. Now, in the background, a couple weeks ago, I did start working on. I did finally find me a blank map. And I was farting around trying to get started on trying to make not mine, but the real life farm I work on, on it. So that is been being worked on in the background a little bit. Don't know for sure how I like it per se, but I did find a couple blank playable maps. Well, I am really taking a long way. Doo-doo-doo. Anyway. God, I love that Jake. Anyway. Oh, bullshit. And why is it on top messages? That should be on live messages, not top. Oh, you dumb thing. Just... Now, hell with it. Oh, Tack's gonna do a raid? Wow, really? That... So maybe I ought to stay on for an hour. Tack has actually never, that I know of, made it into any of my streams. I've been into a couple of his and gotten some shout-outs from him. Really enjoyed the fellow. He's a nice guy. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to find a place to get rid of some frickin' seed. Cannot remember. Can I upload? Can I upload? Used to be able to. Maybe I still can. I know you can unload, but can you upload? No. Shit. A red John Deere. Okay, Hoonigan. Why don't you just download the Case IH square module? Case IH. No, I want that. On Mod Hub or Mods 22, yes, it's a third-party site, which I could give a shit. I don't want to hear. Oh, I still use third-party sites once in a while. There was the Case IH one from 19. Now, watch me forget that I got them stupid seeds in the grain cart. Ah. Oh, I want lime, thank you. Okay. Well, the new CP770 with the detachable heads, I think 9 mile an hour, isn't it? Without using the speed mod. I keep forgetting. God damn it. You're a console, aren't you, Hoonigan? Why don't you get a goddamn PC? Yeah, alright. That would explain, yes. Sorry. You're correct. So you can't use the mod from the Case IH module, Square Module Maker. Mod on Mod Hub. Sorry, I forgot that you were a console. Went from $4 million down to $500,000 rank. He bought about 4,000 cows. Holy shit! 4,000 cows? Wow, you're crazy. 4,000 head of cows on Farm Sim. Geez, that's a lot of cows. You're going to be busy feeding all the time. Eventually, I am going to have a feedlot over there where I did the hay earlier. Here too, but I don't think it's going to be that big. I want to use is it Legacy's feedlot? Is it Legacy Eggs? Come on. Come on. Lazy E. It'll probably be Lazy E's. I'm going to try to put them in here, I think. I don't know if it'll be Lazy E's or I think it's Legacy's. Isn't Legacy got one? Well, no, I must not have it on here. Yeah, Lazy E. Well, there's Lazy E, and then this one's Legacy's, isn't it? Anyway, I haven't decided which one, but that's what my plan for over there is. What I want to know is Legacy finally released his monoslope cow shed the other day. Why in the hell all of a sudden is Lancy Boy making the same goddamn thing? That seemed awful frickin' fishy to me. That because Legacy had been talking about his for quite some time and showing it off, and the next thing you know, Lancy Boy is making one pretty much exact. I am not sold on Lancy Boy. I mean, if there's people watching that like Lancy Boy, good for you, but I'm not really sold on that guy. Also, I'm glad Legacy got his done and released before Lancy Boy. I don't know. That just seemed awful fishy to me. I ain't saying two people can't have the same mods, but it just seemed really odd. Because Legacy, or Lancy Boy, is not known for doing just building mods. He does buildings to add to his maps, but... And maybe there's nothing of it. Maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree here, but it just seemed really odd to me. Well, I thought Legacy was talking about maybe making his for all platforms too, Hoonigan. Well, I just thought it was really, the odd part of it to me is the whole Legacy was, had been showing his and been working on it, and was really, and Chad had it there, that one last live stream that Chad played Farm Sim on, and showing it off, and showing that he had the selectable colors and stuff like on his other buildings, and then yeah, Yeah, Trailer Park Farms, where it, using Thunder's paint mod. But anyway, I just thought it was because I hadn't seen anything about Lancey Boy and his mono slope until after Legacy pretty much confirmed his was about ready to release. And then all of a sudden you start seeing stuff from Lancey Boy. So I don't know. I like I said, I might not. I'll just shut up. It seemed odd to me, I guess. Yeah, I think I have Schultz's also rank. I think that's one of the ones I have. But I have Legacies, Schultz's, and then there's another feedlot pack out there. Uh, whose is it? I gotta think who the hell's it is. Oh, fiddle fart. Anyway, there's three of them. Legacy's got one. Schultz has got one, and shit. Well, if I didn't have brain fart, I wouldn't know how to act. Anyway. Yeah. Hey, Ninja, how are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well. It's been a long time, hasn't it? See, I'm still alive. Everybody thought I'd done kicked the bucket or something. Secret is I did kick the bucket, but I ain't gonna tell you what bucket I kicked. Anyway. Well, what in the hell has been going on with Giants lately? I have seen some pretty nitpicky bullshit coming out of Giants and their goddamn mod hub lately. I seen somebody the other day. I was on Facebook on the all mod group where they got all the mods news or whatever. Somebody on there the other day was done had it with Giants and their petty bullshit and was it they're no longer going to release any of their mods through Giants Mod Hub. They were giving him a bad time about how his mod was already an in-game mod and he added some stuff to it so it was a little more detailed and had more tire options or something. And they told him that he couldn't do that. And he's like, well, what do you mean I can't do it? There's other mods that are on Mod Hub that are exactly the same thing, and they says, well, give us an example. And I mean, with Finn, and he showed his his correspondence with Giants, and he showed the exact mod. It was an 8R or something, I think, and so they did their Giants blow smoke up his ass thing, and so he's like, the hell with you. I'm not going to put up with your crap. And I am a little disturbed about how there are a few modders lately that think that the only place they can release their mods is on Mod Hub. I don't agree with that. Because I don't like how Giants has showed favoritism to certain modders. And that was better there for a while, but I can see it's kind of working its way back to that. So I'm not sure why they pull that crap. Like in 19 they wouldn't let you have a duplicate mod, and now in 22 they've been letting them have duplicate mods because of the fallout between customs and who was it? It was between Customs and somebody that was doing the Custom was trying to do the Fent Challenger 1000s, and I think but there was a big to-do fight because somebody dropped the mod on Mod Hub before Customs did, and Customs had been working on it for a long time, and they wasn't going to let Customs Challenger 1000 on Mod Hub, and anyway, so I know on 22 that's kind of changed, but like the guy said, he says, oh, so I can't make my, I don't know if it was an 8R or what it was, but anyway, he says I can't take a mod that's already on Mod Hub or in game, add better options to it, and then have you guys release it without throwing a fit because I'm not a known modder. But it's okay to have that stupid colossal combine pack, which is all in-game stuff that's just made so it goes really fast on stupid high capacities. And I'm right in line with the guy. I think he's 100% correct. I think he should be able to put a mod on Mod Hub. But anyway, there's my rant for the evening. Fairly mild. I didn't get the crazy blood pressure up too high. There, I didn't let everybody down. How's that sound? Not that it was all that, I've had a lot better rants than that. And over Giants, mind you. But anyway. I definitely have noticed lately that they've been pretty nitpicky and mods have been really freaking slow. Ain't been hardly anything released. And I don't. DJ was Goham the other day was talking about how they were just because they were working on 23 or some darn thing or whatever. I'm like, who the hell cares? That's still. They have a department that's for testing mods, and that's their job. Anyway, I just thought maybe part of it was because it's summertime and people aren't working on mods as much right now because they're out enjoying the nice weather. If they're older or have family, spending time with the kids out on summer vacations and out doing summer vacations. Anyway. I don't know. To me, if you have a quality mod, it don't matter what the hell it is. In my opinion, you should be able to release it. I don't care if it's similar to something where, I don't know. Now, no, I am not going to be the advocate for the people that go and take a mod and change, like it was in 17 and 15. Don't go take somebody's mod that they put a lot of hard work into and back then you didn't have, color selectable paint and that kind of stuff. So someone to make a really nice mod and you get some guy who would take the dang thing and change the color of it and call it his own mod. No, I don't mean that. And this guy wasn't doing that anyway. He just took a mod that's already out, giving the people credit for what they're part of it, and was adding, I think, better tires and some other options to it. But anyway, just ridiculous. Oh, I'm sure they do, Hoonigan. Now, that's bullshit, too, because I know plenty of people that play on consoles that like to play as realistic and would play a lot more realistic than they do if they had more realistic mods. Huh, Hoonigan. If consoles were able to have script mods. You can blame Sony for that BS. That's the reason why consoles don't have script mods, because Sony's got it locked down and they won't open it up. You know, it's one thing to play a little unrealistic, you know, like I do, where you go a little bit faster on some things. I have no problem with that, but when it's these yahoos that put out these mods that are 100-foot wide headers that go 60 mile an hour and hold 2 million liters, that's a bit stupid, okay? That's a bit way too much. I'm sorry. What the hell's the point? And the only reason why I play Farm Sim and make things go a little faster, and I don't go crazy, and you know I don't, it's because that makes the feel of the game feel realistic to me. No, I don't think 9 mile an hour is crazy. Now, 60 mile an hour is stupid. Now, that is a nice thing about this game and the mods. Everybody has that capability to do that. But that's a bit much in my opinion. And again, what the hell's my opinion, right? Just like any other opinion. Some are better than others and they all stink. Anyway. But that's part of this game, and what makes this game as popular as it is the broad spectrum of what everybody can do with this game. From the whole logging that I can't stand, to the mining that I can't say that I can't stand mining. I have never done any. I farted around with it a little bit, and was it 17 that I farted around with mining some? And it was okay. Oh, def. That needs to go up here. Yep. When I play unrealistic, it's like this. Anyway. Oh, shit. Me complaining about way weird unrealistic stuff, and here I am hauling around a frickin' tote of def. Anyway. Oh! Take that to the shop, get it welded up so it's a little crooked. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a nice thing. It is a nice thing about the game. I mean, there's a broad spectrum of what you can and can't do. I mean, you know, you can play whatever, however style you want to play. I will give it that. I like the game because I can have a mod like this. I can play with an old Alice Chalmers 185. Okay? That's why I like the game. I can play with this, a 1986 Ford 3/4 1-ton crew cab. That's why I like the game. This is why I like the game, because I can play the 4650 that's not on mod. I mean, it's a mod. It's not part of Giants, even though it could be because Giants has got John Deere licensing. But, you know, or a 7520, or that's why I like the game for what I play it for. Plus, I like farming, but that's the part of the mod that I like, is because then I can have these kinds of things to play with. Not because I can have an ideal combine that holds 250,000 liters and combines at 70 mile an hour with a 100-foot freaking head. I don't particularly care for the arcade type play, if that makes sense. A lot of people wish they could farm. Well, Ninja, I like unrealistic to a certain extent. You know, to a certain extent, to where it makes the gameplay a little more fun or not as dragged out as if you're to play a true realistic, like the 6 mile an hour thing. Hence the reason why I like 9 or 10 mile an hour when I'm harvesting, or because then it just seems like if you go 6 mile an hour, which is realistic, which is actually faster than realistic, um, in some senses, uh, it just feels to me like the game gets drawn out forever when you go that slow. That's the only reason why I go faster, because it makes the game move along a little better. Now the unrealistic 70 mile an hour thing, that's just a bit too much unrealistic for me. That's just me, though. Not saying that's right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't care for that. Oh, 10 o'clock, a little after 10. Well, Hoonigan, I wish you could farm in real life too. I wish farming wasn't as hard to start out doing as a first generation. It is almost impossible, and this is coming from somebody that I'd love to farm on my own too. I'd love to be able to one that makes the decisions and pays the paychecks, and like where I think we should be doing certain things on the farm I work on now that I can see personally that would make the farm a better farm, because I'm in the seat of that tractor. The owner isn't anymore. He's older, turned 70, 75 this year, and he's been farming for a long time. He deserves to be on the financial end and making the decisions and making somebody else do the actual work. But on the other side of that, I'm the guy in the seat, and I can see how we can do some improvements. But there are days you can't get him to listen to you. It's his way or the highway. He don't want to change, and it's an unfortunate thing for some older farmers are that way. But when you got pieces of equipment like this, that Trident 550, or this truck, which you would have to have a Kenworth W900, which majority of farms don't, because they're not going to spend $80,000 on a used Kenworth. They're going to spend $30,000 on a used yucky Freightliner, because it just makes sense, because it still gets the grain moved down the road. It just doesn't cost as much. Looks doesn't make everything. And a new combine costs, just for the easy figuring, $500,000, which I think most of them are above that now anyway. A new planter costs $300,000. A new tractor, depending on where you're going with it, anywhere from $300,000 to $600,000. Um, Ground that costs, used to be able to pick up ground at $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 an acre, which it's at one time when used to be people used to think that was crazy that they'd pay that kind of money for it. Now in Iowa, there are some ground I've heard going for $25,000 an acre, which to me, how in the hell can you pencil out spending $25,000 an acre on ground at, let's just say, 550 a bushel corn and 1150 a bushel soybeans, which that's pretty good prices for both, when sometimes it can be $2.90 a bushel for corn and $8 a bushel for soybeans. You cannot make that pencil out. Oh, and at this time of the our lifespans, with interest rates going through the frickin' roof, and if you have to pay interest on that ground you bought at $25,000 an acre, around here you can still get ground bought for $5,000 an acre. No, it's not as good as the ground in Iowa, but it still will grow you corn. But what I'm getting at here is there's a lot of people that would die and love to farm on their own, but they can't because of what it costs. If you don't already have it in the family, it's a I mean, that's one of the things I will give hats off to for Grant Hilberg. Great job for him to invest his money the way he did, and start farming. And then of course he didn't go out and buy the most brand new equipment. He's bought equipment that'll do him for what he needs to do, which is great. And to be able to fulfill a dream, but look what he did. He a lot of hard work into YouTube at the right time when YouTube was a lot easier to make big money with. And then on top of the YouTube money, he turned around and invested that money into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was just getting started and everybody thought it was stupid. You know, he did it right and invested into the mining facilities, and so keep buying them lottery tickets, Hoonigan. Just keep buying them lottery tickets. And then occasionally you'll get people like the guy, I can't think of his name, Clark Farms. Every now and then you'll get a guy like him who finds an older farmer whose kids don't want a damn thing to do with farming anymore, or don't want to take over the farm, and been working for the guy for a long time and gets a repertoire with him, and ends up being able to acquire a farm. You know, every now and then that does happen. But yeah, I'd love to have my own farm too. And I'm not sitting here squashing your dream, buddy. Um, you keep after that dream because dreams are important, and do what you can do. Like I said, keep buying a lottery ticket. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll win that $500 million, and if you can do that, then you can definitely farm then for a year or two. Anyway, uh, gaming joy, welcome to the stream, buddy. I didn't mean to miss you. I was yik yakking and not paying attention to my chat. I agree, Hoonigan. I would too. Well, last one I bought, I won $100 from a $10 scratch off. Well, there you go. See, you just keep buying them that way, and maybe one of these days you'll hit the big one. So $1,750,000 for 200 acres. That's probably not horrid. But yeah, I agree. I mean, you can still buy older stuff and make some older stuff work. Um, there's still older stuff that doesn't have government juice or death, um, but still has enough newer technology with it that's. I mean, you can still get 8Rs that don't have death. They have the interim, um, the tier 3 interim. Uh, the hell I'm trying to say here. Tier 3 smog shit. Where they're not using DEF, they're still using EGR shit and diesel to burn. That's it. which is makes no sense because even with deaf, they're still burning the set too. I ain't quite figured that out. That's a stupid government thing. And it hasn't proved anything. It's just stupid. Yeah, there you go, Hoonigan. Which I don't understand why you can't grow hemp in the first place, as far as hemp itself. You know, why do we need to be government regulated to grow hemp? Hemp isn't anywhere near, you know, can't grow hemp, but by God, we can do. We got states passing medical marijuana, which I still think is a bunch of bullshit. I am a firm believer in CBD oils and that kind of stuff, but this the medical marijuana is just a freaking bunch of. It's still bullshit. I do not agree with medical marijuana. Seeing the harvest heads. Yeah, I've seen similar thing like that. Hi, Michaela. Yes, Hoonigan, I have seen those. Those are a really weird looking deal. How the top of it cuts the pod part, and then the bottom part cuts the actual hemp. Yeah, that's weird. And it separates it. Yeah, that's quite the deal. I've seen a few of those on YouTube. You know, and I don't know. I don't agree with medical marijuana. I know that's just I know it's here, something we got to put up with, but I still don't think it's right. I think it's a cop out for people that still like to just smoke pot. In my opinion, like I said, if you think that that's something that you think you need, then get the CBD oil and use it for your pain or whatever. I just don't think you should get a get out of jail free card to smoke pot because it's medical. Pot's pot. I don't give a shit whether it's medical or it's grown in a damn backyard underneath grow lights or however it's grown. It's still pot. Now, mind you, I also like to have a beer or two here or there, or the whiskey sour, or whatever else. But when it comes to one of the worst drugs out there on the market, alcohol is the worst legal drug there is. I would agree with that 100% there, Hoonigan. As it should be. Kind of got a mess going on here. I don't know if I'll cut this stuff the next go around. If I do, I cut it a whole lot different way than I did here. I need to go refill my lime spreader needs refilled. And we're coming up on 10:30. When did you say Tactical Farmer might do a raid? I am not going to go much longer because I got to get up early tomorrow. Alrighty. And we'll go ahead and park you over here where you need to be parked. Seven people! Woohoo! Welcome to the stream, everybody. I know I got lurkers. Keith Keith is still lurking. What mod are you working on, Keith, by the way? If you're still lurking. And if it's a big secret, you don't have to tell me. I understand. Just curious. Where are you at? There you are. Oh! You and Tacker are working on that 1025R. Is that what you're doing? Cool. I haven't watched. I've seen bits and pieces of him working on that. That's all I've seen. I need to get back into one of his streams and visit with him, just say hi. Means he showed me some support. I've got to get back to where I'm showing I just gotta show the farm sim love. That's just all there is to it. Everybody probably wondering where that crazy Neals farming guy went. Well, he's been farming, for lack of better excuses. And he ain't been virtual farming. He's been farming real. God, I love that jig break. Yeah, don't that thing sound good? Anyway. I am so glad I found that. Way better than the one I was on. Now, what would be nice is if some guy would figure out how to... I need to figure out how to turn it on and off like 82 Studios did his on his Mac, where you can turn the Jake on and off. I know that's scripting. That's up my alley. I just need to dig into that. One of many, yeah. That's because you're a glutton for punishment, Keith. You like that. Just like I do in the wintertime when I ain't got anything better to do. Or I dabble when I have time throughout the summer. Like I said, my download list is just horrendous. I cannot believe how bad it is. What really pisses me off is I still haven't touched my frickin' the latest version of that Kenworth. I started working on it. I just need to finish it. Still haven't finished working on JJ's latest version of the Super Duty. I need to do that too. So, 8 people. Cool. I guess maybe everybody thought that didn't still kicking around some. Nope, I ain't died yet. I'm still around, guys. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I'll buy 50,000 liters this go around because we got to be getting close to being done with lime. Except for some of this stuff that's been fall tillaged and harvested yet that I have not put lime on. Meaning 28 and 29 haven't been limed, but that'll be it. I can do that next spring and then do spring tillage with it. Ha ha! How's that sound? Sound like a smart guy? Ha! Not necessarily. But anyway, that's probably what I shall do. Being I already did fall tillage, I'll put lime on next spring and work it in when I do some spring tillage. I might even put lime on and then do some fertilizer and then run into my damn fence because I don't know how to drive. Nobody's seen that, right? I couldn't get that lucky. Do 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 do. Run you out here. Hit last waypoint. Oop, and go do your thing, buddy. And I'm done with raking, so shall I? Shall I? Shall I? Maybe. I don't know. Do I want to frickin' bale hay? I don't know if I want to bale hay or not. Now, what the hell am I going to do? I need to figure out what the hell to do with that stupid frickin' seed I put in that thing. Yep, I was right. It's the goddamn head. This is supposed to be, see? This is what I mean. So that kid, they wouldn't let him release his mod on Mod Hub. Wouldn't even test the thing because it didn't have enough differences between somebody else's mod, right? But whose mod is this head? Whose mod? I swear to God, Giants testing isn't worth a shit. Yep, here comes the fucking rant. Because if they'd have tested the son of a bitchin' thing like it should be, it wouldn't do this bullshit. Fucking Giants. Yes, it's pretty much true. I probably will never be a Giants partner because I tell them how I feel. I will not blow smoke up their ass just to get their frickin' affiliation thing. Anyway, there. How's that? That's the normal. That's the normal Neals farming and ranching, farming and gaming rant that you're used to. See, I did not fail thee, did I? Oh, phooey. Anyway, I don't know. Just me. I am gonna tell you how I feel. I just, not that I don't want to have a Giants partner, but I'm not gonna frickin' blow smoke up their ass about their product. There's just certain things that irk me like none other about frickin' Giants and their damn game. And I've had mods off of third-party mod sites that people throw and scream a fit about that were better mods, Jesus, than shit that's been released on Giants Mod Hub. Blows my mind some of the stuff you get off of Giants Mod Hub, and it's like, really, Giants, you let that pass? Okay. Here's one in particular. While I'm on my rant, and I really do like this mod, even though it's not my typical mod. Sisterius's mod here. I think this is it. This is the one I'm thinking about, right? Yep. And this is his latest and greatest edition. He came out with a new version of this, which is great. I'm glad he did. And he upgraded some stuff on it, right? I really do like this mod. Even though it's a case, but I like the Steiger part of it. But he still has not fixed a certain part of this mod, and it irks me to none other. Has anybody figured it out yet? I've even mentioned this. Has anybody figured out what he hasn't fixed on this mod? And this is the second version of this mod, and it made it through Mod Hub and Giants testing. Anybody know yet? I bitched about it the first time. I'm going to bitch about it again. Oh, welcome everybody. Wow, a raid. I didn't know I'd ever be able to get raided. I don't know what to say. As I'm sitting here going, having one of my rants, and I get raided as I'm doing a rant. Oh boy, not a good thing. Hey Jake, how you doing, buddy? Ain't talked to you in ages. Hope you're doing well. Hope the little the little the little how do I want to say this and be I hope the little one is growing inside mommy well, and mommy's doing well, and everybody's doing great. Oh my God, 2 raids in one night, and I'm doing a freaking during a rant of all things of me and my rants of all my time to pick to do a rant. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of my rant quick here, and uh, wow, I don't know what to say. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. Everybody that's part of the Jake raid, appreciate it. Um, if you're not, uh, uh, I don't know what to do. I've been a part of raids, but I've never had a raid done to me. So how do you act? Appreciative. Thank you guys for coming over. I appreciate Jake for bringing you guys over. I already appreciate Jake anyway. He's one of my higher up guys as far as appreciation for everything he has done to help me out. Um, I wouldn't have my logo that I have if it wasn't for Jake. He put that together for me, and he did an awesome job on my logo. But anyway, glad to hear everything is going good over there, Jake, with you and the mama, and every baby's doing well. That is awesome to hear. Um, and like I said, I haven't been around much because I've been doing the real life farming thing, and when I haven't been doing that, it's been raining and storming, so I haven't been able to stream, and I just been busy. But I see a few people in here that are familiar faces. Raymond, he's a new one. Thanks, buddy. Wrench Monkey, thanks for coming over and taking your time out of your busy evening and watching my shenanigans and what kind of goofball stuff I'm doing over here. You happened to show up just as I was doing one of my opinionated rants that I'm known for. And actually, it went most of the night. It went most of the night and wasn't gonna do a rant, and then I got off on a Giants pissed me off thing, and their mod hub and being selective and anyway, now I kind of feel like a dumbass. But anyhow, uh, appreciate it, Jake, and everybody that came over. I'm flabbergasted. Don't really know exactly what to say here, other than thank you. And if you can stand the few minutes that you're here and like what you do see and stick around, hit that subscribe button and like button. I appreciate that too. And if not, then I don't. That's fine too. I'll put you over here for now, even though this isn't where you necessarily go, but it looks good there. And I think we are done liming. Finally done. with the lime for this fall. I actually got to lime some stuff before harvest, so it'll help my yield a little with my where I'm playing with precision farming, and I always play precision farming, and I use the anhydrous ready precision farming, and I have actually modded it a little bit. Nothing drastic, just changed the costs of the went in and changed how much it costs to have your soil samples taken, because that's a bit ridiculous. Well, you have yourself a good sleep there, Jake, and like I said, I really appreciate you coming over and doing a little bit of a raid there and bringing some of your friends and followers that I appreciate it. That's just all I got to say. I can't say any more than that. Words cannot describe how much I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go over here, because the next thing I really probably ought to do is I should unload, and then I should probably put on some dry fertilizer so my yields will go up. No rest for the wicked on the farm. Always something to do, even though I was kind of fertilizing at the wrong time of the year. Should have been done a long time ago, but being it ain't ready to harvest, I want fertilizer. And start. You better get some fertilizer put out there so my yields are a little better too. I appreciate that, Ranch Monkey. That is very appreciative. Hopefully, well, if anybody, I will go back to my rant now that everybody's done their raid. Right, I'll get started on this, and then Tack will show up and go, "What is this guy talking about? Why am I raiding this Yahoo?" Anyway, my rant originally has to do with this mod. I like this mod. I like Cesarius's mods. He always does a really good job. But as I was talking about how some people throw a fit if they find out you're using a third party mod site, and I use them all. I use third party, I use Mod Hub, I use Facebook, and I really like the itch.io stuff that the guys are doing. The Patreon guys, they can suck my left ball. I do not agree with that at all, because that's just their little loophole of getting paid for their mod. Anyway, back to what I'm getting at here. Um, this is the second version of this mod, and what I was talking about before is if anybody has figured out why I get disgusted with Mod Hub and Giants and some of the mods that they let through that they've supposedly tested and everything's fine. Is anybody can figure out what I'm getting at? And it was on the first time, and I've talked about this before, this particular mod. I really do like this mod, Sharp mod. But can you figure out why this disappoints me with the Giants and their testing? That's something that should not have gotten through. And I can't believe Cesarius himself has not fixed this, because this is the second version of this mod. Exactly, Hoonigan. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Come on down. You are exactly right. I bitched about this in the first one. If you're going to pick Steiger Green, this red stripe should not be here. And this is his second version of this, and it still didn't get caught, and it still is not fixed. Irks me to no end. This should not be here. Yes, is it nitpicky? Yep, it is. But when you're Cesaris and you're that big of a modder and you're known for your good mods, just because you are Cesarius, Giants should not have passed this. This should have been mentioned. When they nitpick other little guys on stupid little stuff, this should not have been allowed. This should have been said, hey, you need to fix this. I mean, you got to be pretty goddamn blind not to know that that's there. And this is the second version of this mod. And I haven't even done anything to this mod. I haven't done my little stuff to it yet. I did the first version, And I like this mod. Don't get me wrong. I love this mod. And Hoonigan's probably going, wow, you do? I mean, it's a really good model. Awesome job. The green's the right color of green. It's great mod. Good mod. Just this stupid stripe should not be there. But there again, Mod Hub and Giants in their infinite wisdom and how good a job they do at testing. So there's my rant for the night. Tack is coming in. Good. That means I got my rant over with before Tack showed up and thought, what the hell is this guy talking about? Hopefully. What are you excited about on Saturday there, Rank? What did I miss out on my chat here? Looking forward to Saturday night. You got a hot date? Oh, Toledo. The Tack Man has just arrived. Wow. Wow. As I'm sitting here not doing anything, looking like a dork. But at least I'm not ranting like I was when Jake arrived. I got my rant done and over with. So Tack didn't show up. What did I get myself into? Anyhow, let's put some fertilizer on 34 because I'm sure it needs it. And we'll leave everything the way it was. And we'll just generate workhorse. Here we go. And close. I don't know what to say, Tack. I really appreciate it, man. Uh, Jake was in here a little bit ago. I've never been rated. I got rated twice tonight, and I know I've missed out on quite a few of your streams lately because I've been busy farming for real, and I've been trying to get, and I know I need to get in there because I do really like your content and your channel and what you stand for as far as patriotism and everything else. And to have you in here and to raid me, little old me, my first stream that I've had in 3 weeks. I'm beside myself. Is all I gotta say. That's all I can say. I'm beside myself. Welcome everybody from Tech and the raid. I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm wow. I I just don't know. I've got to learn how to. I don't know. Do you ever really get used to being rated? I don't think you probably do. Um, I appreciate it more than words can say. Um, you, wow, thanks. As I'm sitting here bibbling online, I need to get this going here. Uh, wow, thanks. That's all I just, I'm speechless. Welcome everybody. I appreciate everybody showing up, and if you can stand me, um, like and subscribe. And if not, then I can understand you not wanting to, but I appreciate it if you do. And yeah, I'm sure you are, Hoonigan. And I've also been a part of some of your streams that you've been timed out, Hoonigan, because you were poking the wrong bear. Anyway, uh, welcome, Cameron. Yeah, I Hoonigan said that you were going to raid me if I was still streaming, and And honestly, normally I'd have quit about 20 minutes ago, but I thought, well, if Tactical's going to make an effort to come in and raid me, little old me, by God, I can make myself stream just a little bit longer because it means a lot to have someone like you and Jake raid me. Like I said, I'm speechless. There's no words that can describe how appreciative of your raid I am. Ow! That's kind of hurts there. I bet there, Cameron. Yeah, you're right, Keith. Yeah, it's a good thing it's not the cops. You're exactly right. Yeah, I can say though, I've never had the cops raid me. Knock on wood. I not that. Nah, I've never. I have my fair share of fun when I was younger and done some dumb things, but nothing that should have been too horrible. And actually, what the hell am I doing here? I'm getting all caught up in my raid, and I'm trying to fertilize fertilize soybeans, and you're not don't need to be dumb dumb. Anyhow, see, and then again I get raided and I forget how to farm. Oh, dumb dumb. I don't need to fertilize soybeans, but it was worth a thought, right? Oh, jeez. Oh, 17 viewers. This is an all-time high, I do believe. I think the highest I've had before the 17 was 14 or 16. Yeah, maybe 7. I don't remember. I can't ever keep track of that. I need to. Oh, there's so much stuff I need to do to add to my channel, like an intermission screen if I got to go to the restroom or go do something. I need to get a crash counter. I need to. Oh, I got all kinds of crazy stuff I need to do. And cotton. I can and will fertilize my cotton. I will fertilize cotton because that will work. I do need to do that. Create job. Open course. Everything the same. Generate course. And can you believe it? I haven't had to fight with courseplay tonight. I take that back. I did have that one little faux pas when I was doing the field work a little bit ago, huh? But other than that, I ain't had any courseplay shenanigans like usual. Yeah, I'll bet so, Tack. I I would really I would have no idea what to do if someone like Clutch would raid me. I would be speechless, just as speechless as I am with you raiding me. Not saying that you're not important. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean there. Because I'm just as flabbergasted that you've raided me as if Clutch would. But yeah, I wouldn't know how to act if Clutch or DJ Goham or any of those guys like that would raid. That would would be definitely definitely speechless. And as opinionated of a guy as I am, that's kind of hard to come by. But I am very appreciative of your raid attack because, like I said, I have a lot of admiration for your channel and what you stand for. Did not take me long to watch you and know that you are somebody that was a good person and patriotic, and that's the kind of people I like. So having you come say hi and raid me, and just even just you yourself, if no one else would have followed, is a huge appreciative thing to me. So anyhow, And I'm glad to see that my moderators made it in tonight. Thank you, like always, Ninja and Hoonigan, when you did finally make it in. I'm sorry I have been a little quiet with the streams and content. I got content for real life farming. I just need to upload it because that stupid that stupid thing called editing. I'm over it. I'm just gonna start uploading stuff and deal with it. And when I get a lot more time, then I'll figure out the editing thing better. If I ever get extra money, maybe I'll just have somebody do it for me. That's also part of the problem, not having extra money right now to also buy a good editing program. They all want money, so I've been trying to do it free. And the one that I was going to try to use that Hoonigan uses, um, it won't work. I can't do it. I'm not gonna. It wouldn't. It don't. You can't download the app for the computer. It only works on the phone. Oh, I don't know if I'll ever pass you up, Tack. I don't know about that. Um, and that's not my goal. Let's just put it that way. My goal is to just keep building my channel and keep getting some followers, and I want to get monetized. So it'd be nice to have a little bit of money on little extra money on the side, help income. And that's kind of the goal, and just to have a following and to educate people a little bit on farming in real life. And as far as the farm sim part of it, it's just have a little bit of fun and and make friends and have a following and be part of that farm sim love that Jake and wow, I'm drawing blank. You and 4B and Bonehead and all those guys, the White Blur, all you guys, just have fun and be a community and help people out and enjoy each other's company and help each other out. And that's all I want to do is be part of a good community and people that are like me. Even though I'm opinionated, I'm still a good guy. You just you just know where I'm coming from. That's just all there is to it. There's no beating around the bush with me. That's me. Anyway, as I'm sitting here trying not to tear up from all the raid and everything else, and wow, I'm still just beside myself here. We bleed green, not red. Well, Cameron, you'll like my channel because, yes, this is red, but that's because this is one hell of a mod. I do like this 550 Titan. It does a little bit better job than the 4045 or the 4940. But when it comes to this guy, I pretty much pee the green paint. I like my green. Most stuff you'll find on my farms are pretty much green. I do like to get a few other colors in here or there. Um, Not very much red. I am not a fan of Case IH at all. I I like the old versatile stuff. I like the new versatile stuff because I very first articulating tractor I drove was a 950 versatile, 1979 model, 350 horse, had a 903 Cummins in it. So I have a soft spot in my heart for versatile stuff, and I am so glad that they went back to the traditional colors because that red and white Bueller stuff was ugh. Now the blue, I didn't mind the blue versatiles when it was, even though it just says New Holland, it was Ford before it was New Holland. But anyway, most of the stuff, and I like some of the old Alice stuff and some of the old white stuff, and So I'll mix a few things in there, but there won't be very much red. And I do that just because, well, it annoys Hoonigan. And if you can't annoy Hoonigan, what any kind of fun is it? You got to be able to annoy Hoonigan, right? uh, well, you have yourself a good night, Tack, and I appreciate the raid. I appreciate you just coming into my stream. Period. I'm still beside myself, buddy. But yeah, I know it's late when you get back in that eastern part. It's late here. It's almost 11 o'clock Mountain Time, so I probably ought to be actually calling it a stream anyway. Normally I quit about 10:30 or 10ish. I usually try to get started by 8. Um, got a little later start, quarter after. But anyway, um, want to appreciate. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Tax leaving, and I appreciate everybody if we're still in here from the raid. Hopefully, if you like what you see, what little of it you've seen, and you missed my rant. I did try. I did start doing. I was trying to start. Was doing my little rant thing there right when Jake rated me, but Jake already knows me. He already knows I do little rants every now and then. So actually, about every stream, I got some little thing I give my opinion about. Anyhow, anyhow, like and subscribe. I don't say that as much as I probably should, but I almost hate saying it because if you like me, you're gonna subscribe anyway, right? That's how I look at it. Yes, once in a while you probably need to remind people to do it, but otherwise, I don't like to beg for subscribes either. Um, but yeah, with that, I think we're gonna call it a stream here, and I got to give a shout out to Tack, and I appreciate your raid like none other. No words can really say. And Jake, I appreciate your raid too. I appreciate everything you've ever done for me, Jake, and Tack, and Hoonigan. And even though I give you a bad time, Hoonigan, I still love you, buddy. Appreciate you being a moderator for me. Um, and it's all fun and games because you give me just as bad a time about my green as I do your red. So it's just that's how us guys are. And got to thank. Whoa, hey, there's Joe um, coming in just as I'm leaving. Um, Thanks Raymond and Wrench Monkey for subbing hopefully, and thanks Ninja. I got to thank you for being one of the moderators and you showing up tonight. I didn't know how many people were going to show up, being I ain't been around for uh, uh, for a while, and I do believe I'm probably going to add me a few more moderators here. I'll probably the next couple of weeks. I do have a couple people in mind. Um, uh, there are a couple people that I didn't see tonight that I usually see. But I am happy that I seen the people I did see tonight, considering I ain't streamed in 3 weeks and it's been crazy. And maybe things will calm down a little bit now. We only got 400 acres of beans to plant. If we don't get rained out by the end of the week, we should be done by the end of the week. And then it's first cut in alfalfa. So it won't be any late nights per se. It'll be some early mornings. So things will get a little more on a normal schedule. So, and if things go okay, I plan on streaming Wednesday. I'm not sure because I might be working late planting beans, trying to get them ahead because it's supposed to start raining again Thursday. So it might be a late night planting beans, but maybe it'll be a little bit later stream and a shorter stream, or maybe I'll do an earlier stream and we'll try to do maybe another real life farming stream from the tractor of me planting them edible beans. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm tired of rain too, Joel. It's been a battle around here. I hate to complain about rain because I think I'd rather complain about a little bit too much rain than drought and being on fire like Keith and Ninja and them guys are up there in Canada. So, um, yeah, I might do that a little bit, Hoonigan. It seemed to go over okay. Uh, what I need to do is I got my stupid GoPro. I got it and I got it full. I got to figure out how to get the stuff downloaded off of it because I don't have a card reader on my new computer. My old computer has a card reader, so what I'm probably going to do is use my old computer and download all of my GoPro stuff onto my portable SSD drive that I have, hopefully. So that's kind of what we might do. That we might just do an earlier live stream from the tractor of me planting with the with the older tractor and the older planter. I am not happy because the guys haven't been taking really good care of the older tractor. It's kind of a pig, and I am a stickler about keeping a tractor clean. Drives me nuts when they don't. But anyway, yeah, it come with the USB cable, Keith, but it won't. I can't get it to download off the USB cable. I tried that. I can charge from my computer to it. I don't know. Maybe I need to download an app, the GoPro app or something, and see if I can do that. There again, I just haven't had the time to fart with it like I would like to. I got some pretty good content on there of actually having to work on the planter and some planting stuff, and I just need to get it off there. I need to get my content that I got recorded uploaded. So, well, it has nothing to do with whether it sits or doesn't sit. I just makes me mad that you get some of these guys that get in these tractors and they don't sweep them out and they turn into crap. And this tractor's that's exactly what's happened. It's been smoked in and it's been ain't been cleaned like it should, and just it drives me nuts to have to be in a if I got to sit in a tractor for 14 frickin' hours, I want the son of a bitch thing to be clean. I want it to smell okay, air fresheners, and wipe the shit off when you spill pop on it, and it hasn't had it's not been that well taken care of. Hand it to a kid, they are smarter. Yeah, you're probably right, Keith. Well, I don't have a laptop anymore that I use, Joe. Like I said, I got a card reader on my old computer, and my daughter uses it. So what I'm probably going to do is I need to use it, download all the stuff off the GoPro onto my portable USB SSD drive that I used, where I put all my mods in the first place. So I ain't got them all on my hard drive on my regular computer, and just transfer it that way. I just need to take the time to do it. I just haven't had the time. Yeah, I know that, Joe. They are. Because you got USB and C and D and 4.0 and all the shit and different ones that to do different shit now. You can't ever keep track of all that fancy stuff. But anyway, without further ado, I do believe we need to call it a night. It's 5, 6, 7 after 11 here. It's after 1 Eastern time and after midnight the Central time, and not quite. It's a little after 10 East Pacific time. So we there again. I want to thank everybody that's came out and watched me tonight, and I am happy to see that I still have some followers. And some of my main guys were here. I appreciate everybody that's been here to help, and appreciate everybody that's stopped in on the raid. And if you subscribed, I really appreciate that too. And we'll see everybody on the next one. And I think Coonigan's right. I think I'll just do a live stream with the from the tractor. That way, I can get a little bit of live stream, or for that matter, I might do a little bit of live stream from the tractor and then come home and do a little bit of farm sim live stream. Well, who knows? Who knows with this crazy guy? I just know that I'm glad I got a little stream in tonight, And with that said, we'll catch everybody on the flip side. And don't forget, got to keep that rubber side down. Catch everybody else later.